Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we are taking a look at DC Universe Young Justice, the 4-inch line Master Assassins 2-pack. This is Ra's al Ghul and Cheshire. If you've been following along the reviews, we are at the third and final piece of the Collect and Connect Amazo. We'll a quick little read-up right here. This is born in the Arabian desert over 600 years ago. Ra's al Ghul became immortal thanks to the mysterious Lazarus Pit. Ra's later founded the League of Assassins, which recruited young Jade Nguyen, I think if I'm saying that right, turning her into the dangerous assassin Cheshire. Of course, like I said, this is from the Young Justice 2-packs. The other 2-packs we see are the Manhunters, Martian Manhunter and Miss Martian, the Flash and Kid Flash, and then of course Ra's and Cheshire, who are actually the second in the 2-pack set. But as you can see, the Manhunters come with the right leg and left leg. Ra's and Cheshire come with the right arm and left arm. And for the review's sake, I wasn't going to be able to put anything together if I just had arms and legs. Although from doing the Flash review, I broke the socket for this leg. It still works, but as you can see, it comes out. So to be very careful with that. And since we're on to Amazo here, we'll just move the box out of the way. Same packaging all the way around. As you can see, it shows on the front. You get the arms. So we'll go right onto that. And if you can see the socket here, and so same for the leg, they actually have to go in a certain way. I think I had them twisted. The legs, I lucked out that he still is able to stand, and they don't get in a whole lot of poses and everything, so he luckily is going to be able to stand on the base just fine. But if you look at the arm here, hopefully the camera can pick this up. This little piece right here has to fit in. There's a little see a little groove right in there. Let's turn some light on here. Hopefully that'll brighten things up a little bit. There's a little space down in there where this has to line up. And I wanted to put it just straight down, but the way this little socket is, hopefully I can do it without snapping this piece. There. Now that arm will go down. You actually had to put it in like that, depending on how they put this little ring in here. Turn that light off, you can kind of see it a little bit better. So this one is actually almost straight down. See a little notch in here. There's a little notch here. That one didn't seem like it wanted to sit in real well, but there it goes. Much better. So there is Amazo. A very tall figure. Bring in Ra's and Cheshire. If she'll stand. So you can kind of see them there, the height difference. And he's almost a 6-inch height size, so Amazo does fit well with the scheme of the show. We'll move Amazo out of the way. Very nice looking figure. We'll just look at him real quick. You know, it just has the standard action figure articulation. As we know, my leg here kind of comes apart, so a little disappointed in that. I think it's cool that they did a collect and connect, but these sockets are a little brittle, so just be very careful putting them together. They just could have easily just given us, you know, a full Amazo all put together, and I'd have been just fine with that. But the collect and connect was cool, so it is what it is. Nice looking figure. I can't even get him in the shot here. So move Amazo out of the way. Pull up the Hall of Justice. And we'll take a look at Ra's al Ghul. a really good looking figure. First Ra's al Ghul figure I have, or Raz, depending on how he is pronounced in what medium. Raz is how he was said in Batman Begins. Ra's, I believe, is how they say it in Batman the Animated Series, and I believe in, more importantly, the Young Justice. So, the nice soft pliable cape like Martian Manhunter and Batman's. He has a decent range of motion, but then again, as with all of the Young Justice figures, their motion is very limited, just like the JLU figures. So, I know some people were saying, oh, it would have been great to have some articulation in them. Yeah, it might have been nice, but you start getting into these small figures and putting little pins and stuff, arms and legs get really brittle. Or not brittle, but they get really weak and they start flopping around. So I'm fine with them just being like this. And for me, being a collector, I'm not going to really obviously play with them. They're just going to be standing on their base on my shelf, and it'll look really nice with all of them standing there. So, but yeah, nice looking figure. The new sculpted figure, so he's not, you know, leaning like some of the first batch of figures. He does sport a older style hand, where his hand isn't turned out. Ra's did not come with anything, any accessory at all, so there'll be nothing to put in his hand. But a nice looking figure. The cape is glued on, so this does not come off, but like I said, it is pliable. And his arms can go up, so it's not going to get in the way. He's not going to do a full 360 at all, so the cape does stop that, but nice looking figure. The head will go all the way around. But there's Ra's al Ghul. And now, excuse me, here is Cheshire. And also a very, very good looking figure. You see her sculpt. In the show, her mask, she does take it off and on, although on the figure, the mask does stay on since this is how we normally see her. She got this big, tufted mane of hair. I don't know if you can hear the church bells going off in the background, but we're going to power through the review. They put a lot of detail into her belt, if you will. They've got all these knives molded on. A lot of good detail. Looks like she has two right here. So we stare at her rear. They've got her boots. She has a tunic very much like, or a skirt very much like Miss Martian. Is a separate piece. And she suffers from the same limitations of the skirt as Miss Martian did. Legs don't move very much at all. She also has these really rubbery hands. Instead of it being like a solid piece of plastic like Miss Martian's is here, very stiff, hers is really rubbery. So she has an open hand, but there's no way she can hold anything in either hand at all. As her arms are like, come and get me. There, okay. She can't do a full 360 because of her sleeves here. This one does go up a little higher, but her hair does get in the way. Her head only moves slightly due to her hair. But then again, like I say with these figures, they are what they are, and you know, they're not going to do much other than just be standing. You know, if I was a kid wanting to play with these, I might be a little upset that you know, I can't get them into a seated position hardly at all. But then again, most of us are just collecting these, having them on shelves, so she's going to look very good just standing on the Hall of Justice along with all the other figures. She did come with an accessory, and the accessory is just a generic base. Most of the females in the line do have a stand to stand on. I actually thought this might have been for Amazo, but they're for the female figures. And then some of my other figures that just have a tendency to fall over, like Flash and Aqualad, so maybe they may be using this base, but as top-heavy as I thought she was going to be with this hair, the hair actually kind of centers her out, so her center of gravity, well, now as I say that, my table is really wobbly, but her center of gravity is actually pretty good. So she's able to stand very well. Since we have her standing, we will put the rest of the figures from the line up here. Of course, I just blocked. Hopefully Miss Martian will stand. She may have to have the base. Miss Martian has very small legs. You know what? We're just going to put her on a base so she can stand here. And then, of course, we have Amazo here. So this has actually been a very, very solid wave. It took me a little while. I actually bought these two about a month ago, and I had just gotten really busy, and actuality, the camera battery had died, so right in the middle of that review, so I didn't get a chance to upload it when I uploaded the Flash and Kid Flash, so I'm doing it a month later, but as you could probably tell just from the date of the update. So enough rambling. This is a very good solid wave. I just saw recently that we are getting from the Young Justice, we're finally getting an Artemis, we're getting a Superman, we're getting a Green Lantern, and we're getting a Robin repaint that looks more like the Tim Drake coloring with the green pants and all. But anyway, that'll be at a later time. So hopefully I'll be able to pick those up, and hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of the Hall of Justice here with the Flash Stealth and Aqualad Stealth. So I think this is very good. If you pick up these 2 packs to get Amazo, be careful when you're putting Amazo together, as you have seen on my review, but I'm very happy that I got them, and it's nice that the Young Justice and Justice League is slowly starting to get bigger and bigger here. So this will finish the 2-pack reviews from the Young Justice. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off and saying we will see you guys next time.